Brian Winnekins, we're at World Dairy Expo, and thank you to our expo sponsors, including Mycogen Seeds. Matt Carl's your representative serving Western Wisconsin, Annabeth Silo of Durand, Weiser Concrete, AMPI, BioVet LLC, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, Wisconsin Corn Growers, and Farm First Dairy Cooperative. I'm with Katie Roth. She is with the U.S. Farmers and Ranchers Alliance. She's also one of the faces of farming, which is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to talk with Katie a little bit today. Katie, first tell us about the farm.
Sure. I'm very lucky. We live about an hour and a half from here, southwest Wisconsin, in Platteville, and we milk about 390 cows right now, 3 times a day in a double 12 parallel parlor. And I just love being in the dairy industry. I had to think about this. I'm 35 years old right now, and I've been in the dairy industry for about 20 some years. So it's great. I love what I do, and I love sharing my story.
And as one of the faces of farming, tell us how that works.
Yes, so it was an application process last year. I had to apply. I did a video on YouTube. I'd never done a video before. And then I was asked some questions, and pretty much I was selected in November. And since then I've been doing, we have to have a presence on social media, and then also I've been kind of going across the nation, meeting one-on-one with people and in groups, and trying to kind of share my story about what exactly that we are doing on the farm. Because I think there's so many questions and misconceptions that people really want to know what's going on.
Talking with Katie Roth. She's from the Platteville area. She's one of the faces of farming with the U.S. Farmers and Ranchers Alliance. Had a chance to talk with her during World Dairy Expo. Mm-hmm. One of the big topics everybody comes up with is the word showed up a few years ago, sustainability.
I know,
and
it's great.
What does all that, and what does sustainability mean and the whole bit? So that's something You've had to be pretty involved in.
Yes, and actually, it's great because people, the United States Farmer and Ranchers Alliance, so the USFRA did a study, and they found out what they were expecting to find out, that sustainability, how do we define it? Do people really have a good definition? And so it may vary across the board, but being at Dairy Expo, I wanted to share a great statistic that they have in their report, and this is the first ever sustainability report that they've done. So compared to 70 years ago, today's dairy farmers have achieved the following. So we're using 65% less water, 90% less land, 76% manure production, and 63% of a smaller carbon footprint.
Less manure, 76% less manure production, and 63% smaller carbon footprint.
Yep.
Wow.
We're doing great. We're there. We're being efficient. We're being sustainable. And this report really is to share with food companies and other people to say, hey, this is what's going on. We're there. We're present.
When you tell your friends and neighbors or folks you might meet in the store, or if you're maybe doing a presentation to some of the food companies, mm-hmm. and you show them this information, what's the reaction?
It just actually came out, but everyone that I've talked to has been like, well, I guess I didn't realize that, because so often I think in agriculture we were taught to be humble and not share your story, and it kind of came back to bite us. And now that we are sharing that and putting that information out there, I think people are realizing that yes, farmers care. And on our farm, for example, we do cover crops, and that's part of sustainability to try to keep that soil there and protect the soil. So it's just one of the great things that farmers are doing.
Cover crop issue is a pretty big issue in Pepin County as well. We've been doing, Mike Travis, the Ag Extension agent, has been mm-hmm. doing a lot of that. What do you use for cover crops?
So I'm the dairy person on our farm, and I had to talk to my husband about this. He does a lot of the field work and other management. Wheat, rye, and this year we did tillage radishes. So we planted 10 acres of tillage radishes with some wheat, and then in the spring, when the plant dies off, we'll plant. I'm not sure if we're going to plant corn or if we're going to plant alfalfa, but like I said, we just don't want our soil sitting empty and barren over the winter for that runoff and erosion.
Something that's I know a lot of people that use the tillage radish and the wheat and that too as well. Well, Katie, again, thank you for joining us, and congratulations again on being one of the faces of farming.
Thank you.
That's Katie Roth. She's one of the faces of farming with the U.S. Farmers and Ranchers Alliance. Here at World Dairy Expo, I'm Brian Winnekins for Real Country 1430.